Okay, guys, so this is my classroom here at Inglewood. And it was really interesting for me in the beginning because, being in the house for so many years, I was used to being called Arcelino or like Representative Arcelino. But I went from just being Arcelino or Representative Arcelino to being Miss Arcelino. So that's really kind of cool. The entire theme that I'm going for this year for my room is college. So throughout my room, you'll see different symbols of colleges and opportunities that are available to kids. And I really want my kids to start researching what does it mean to go to college and how many different universities are out there. Go FAU. And what their options are. So on the first day of school this year, I had my kids write on the back of the wall over here what says Eyes on the Prize College, what they wanted to do once they left high school. What do you want to study when you get to college? And if you don't really know if college is right for you yet, that's okay. What do you want to be when you grow up? And if you really start reading some of these, you'll see a lot of my boys want to be soccer players and basketball players and cops. And then you have other ones that are want to study criminology and they want to be doctors and lawyers. And it's really cool just to see how young minds are already being developed at such a young age. The next thing I have is Keys to the Prize, and that's basically my classroom rules, because if prize is college, the way you're gonna get to college is by following the rules in Miss Arcelino's class. So these are my rules. Next to my rules are basically my consequences. So if you break one of the rules, you have 5 warnings pretty much, or 5 check marks that I give you and as your consequence. Over there on the other wall, we have academic goals and personal goals. So I had my kids basically write down on little Post-its one academic goal and one personal goal that they had for themselves this year, and that went up on the wall. So every day when they walk in here, they're reminded of what they're working towards for themselves and what they're working towards for their future. In the middle over here, I posted my vision and my goals that I have for my classroom for this year. My vision is just a general what I want them to have when they're finished this year as students and as citizens of this great nation of ours. So I want them to develop an awareness of current events, gain a confidence in their ability to speak in English, because again I am teaching ESOL, so my students are not completely proficient in English. Understanding the importance of education and why it's so important for their futures. And I want my students to become self-advocates for their academic wants, needs, and desires, because they're all coming from such a different background that I really want them to be able to fight for themselves, and so that they're able to really know what is wrong and what is right for them and what they need to do in order to better themselves so that they're not left behind. And then my goals for my classroom, that's more as far as grades and tests and things go. I basically want all my students to average an 80% on all of their tests and quizzes, and I want all of them to grow between 1 and 3 points on the FCAT so that we can all pass the test and we can all graduate from high school on time. And that's basically it. I have a pretty spacious room, which is nice. I have computers, books over there for my kids, and yeah. So step 3 is going to be the interview. So in about 5 minutes, my kids are going to be walking in, and I'm going to try to get a couple of them to talk to you guys so that they can let you know what life is like in Ms. Arcelino's room.